This is a readout of the information on Parents' Guide to Toilet Training Children with Autism from AutismSpeaks.com. Contents by Autism Treatment Network and Autism Intervention Research Network on Physical Health. Disclaimer. The information is not of ours and we are not claiming as ours. We simply gathered in the information for parents and provide a readout of the information. These are the useful and relevant information we came across online. We understand that us parents, at times, do not have time to read, but we can listen to audio while driving or cooking. So, this serves as a mean to share with busy parents important information. Before we start, please subscribe and like this video to support our efforts in sharing information to parents as well as creating learning contents for our autistic children. Thank you so much. Parents' Guide to Toilet Training Children with Autism. Toileting training can be challenging for children with autism spectrum disorders, ASD. There are many reasons why it can take a long time. Many children with ASD learn to use the toilet at a late age. Most children with ASD learn to urinate and have bowel movements in the toilet later than other children, Cy, Stewart, and August, 1981. Each child with an ASD is different. Children with ASD have some common problems that can make toileting hard. Knowing about these problems can help you come up with different ways to meet your child's needs. Here are some ideas to think about. Physical. There may be a physical or medical reason for toileting difficulties. Discuss these issues with your child's pediatrician. Language. Children with ASD have trouble understanding and using language. Do not expect a child with autism to ask to use the toilet. Dressing. Some children with ASD have difficulty pulling their pants down or pulling them back up. Fears. Some children with ASD are afraid of sitting on toilet seats or hearing toilets flush. Getting used to the toilet by using a visual schedule and making it part of the routine can make it less scary. Body cues. Some children with ASD may not be aware that they need to go or that their clothes are wet or soiled. Need for sameness, aka routine. Many children with ASD already have their own ways of urinating and having bowel movements. Learning new ways to toilet may be hard. Using different toilets. Some children with ASD learn a toileting routine at home or school, but have a hard time going in other places such as public restrooms. Never give up. The ideas included in this handout may help teach toileting skills to young children, teenagers and adults with ASD. While the problems listed above may make you unsure about how to start toilet training, it is a task within your control. There is always something a child with autism can do to become more independent in toileting. Just remember that toilet training tips for typically developing children often need to be changed for children with ASD. Where do I start? Trip training, or schedule training, helps children learn toileting skills without placing other demands on them. Adults set the schedule and help train the child's body to follow the schedule. Sit for 6. Set a goal for 6 toilet sits per day. At first, trips will be short, as little as 5 seconds per trip, with one longer trip each day to work on bowel movements. Over time, toilet sits can be long, example, up to 10 minutes. Setting a timer can be a helpful way to let your child know when the toilet sit can end. Your child also is allowed to get up from the toilet immediately if he urinates or has a bowel movement. Boys are taught to sit on the toilet to urinate until they regularly have bowel movements on the toilet. Don't ask. Tell. Do not wait for children to tell you they need to use the bathroom or to say yes when asked if they need to go. Tell them it is time for a toilet trip. Schedule. Make toilet trips part of your everyday life. Plan toilet trips around your usual routine. Stick with the same times of the day or the same daily activities. Communicate. Use the same simple words, signs or pictures during each trip. This helps a child learn toileting language. Keep trying. They say it takes 3 weeks to make a habit. Once you outline the routine and methods, keep working towards the same goal for 3 weeks. Make a visual schedule. Pictures may help your child know what to expect during toilet trips. See Appendix 2, Example Visual Schedule on page 9. Take pictures of items in your bathroom, example, toilet, toilet paper. Place the pictures in order on a piece of paper to show your child each step of the toilet trip. There also are websites with toileting pictures that you can print out. Please see page 7 for the website information. If your child does not yet understand pictures, you may show your child actual objects, example, a roll of toilet paper, for each step. Identify rewards. Make a list of your child's favorite things, like foods, toys, and videos. Think of which ones will be easiest to give your child as soon as she urinates or has a bowel movement in the toilet. A small food item, example, fruit snack, cracker, chocolate chip, often works well. In addition to giving a reward for going in the toilet, you also can give your child time to do a favorite activity, example, watch a video, play with a toy, after the toilet trip is over. The key to success. Keep language simple and keep toileting routines the same. Sample visual schedule. Source of the image, able to learn. Tips to increase toileting success. For 3 typical days, document your child's routine. To help you write your child's toileting program, track how long it takes between when your child drinks and when he or she is wet. Checking your child's diaper frequently for wetness, example, every 15 minutes, will help you decide when to schedule toilet trips. Consider your child's diet. Dietary changes, such as increasing the fluids and fiber your child eats and drinks, may help your child feel the urge to use the toilet. Make small changes in daily habits. Dress your child in easy-to-remove clothing. Change your child as soon as he or she becomes wet or soiled. Change diapers in or near the bathroom. Involve your child in the cleanup process. Have your child put waste from the diaper in the toilet when possible. This will also help your child understand that waste goes in the toilet. Have your child flush the toilet and wash hands after each diaper change. Make sure toilet trips are comfortable. Your child should be comfortable while sitting on the toilet. Use a smaller potty seat and/or provide a footstool. If your child will not sit on the toilet, work on sitting before beginning a toilet training program. Think about your child's sensory needs. If your child does not like certain sounds, smells, or things he or she touches in the bathroom, change these as much as you can. Have many pairs of underwear ready. During toilet training, it is important for children to wear underwear during the day. They need to feel when they are wet. Your child may wear rubber pants or a pull-up over underwear if necessary. Diapers or pull-ups may be used when your child is sleeping or is away from the home. Use a visual schedule. Pictures showing each step of the potty routine may help your child learn the routine and know what will happen. During toilet trips, show your child the visual schedule you have created. Label each step as you go along. Use rewards. Give your child a reward immediately after he or she urinates or has a bowel movement in the toilet. The more quickly you reward a behavior, the more likely that behavior will increase. Toileting rewards are special. Rewards used for toileting should only be used for toileting. Practice in different bathrooms. Using different bathrooms helps your child know he or she can use different toilets in different places. Creating your child's toileting plan. Many different people may help your child with toileting. Different family members, teachers, aides, and day program staff may help. Everyone working with your child should use the same language and the same routine. This will help make toilet training a success. A written toileting plan may help your child with ASD make progress. If it is in writing, everyone will be able to use the same language and the same routine. Toileting plans may include these details. Goals. Let your child's helper know your goals. Outline for the helper what it is you are trying to achieve for the given period of time. For example, the goal is to have Tommy visit the restroom 15 minutes after the meal and sit on the toilet for 5 seconds. Routine. How often? Include how often or what time the child should visit the restroom. Some examples include, every hour on the hour, or 15 minutes after drinking/meals. For how long? Be sure to include how long your child is able to tolerate the bathroom trips. It may start with only 5 seconds. Language. Words. Use words that work for your child. For example, are there any code words that you use for urination? What words do you use to tell your child to go to the bathroom? Places. Where? Where does your child go to the bathroom? What? Think about the lights. Are they bright or dim? How does light affect your child? What about noises in the bathroom, example, a fan? What about the type of toilet paper? Should the door be open or closed? Who? Who goes with your child to the bathroom? Is someone with your child or just nearby? Tools. What tools are you using? Do you use a visual schedule? Does your child like to listen to music or read a book? Rewards. What activities earn a reward? What activities do not? How do you reward your child for a job well done? What happens if your child does not earn a reward? Frequently asked questions from parents. Question 1. Our child will use the potty at school, but he refuses to use it at home. What should we do? Answer. Something your son with a diagnosis of ASD learns to do at school may be hard for him to do at home. It might help to have your son learn to use different bathrooms at school. Use the words and ideas that his teachers use at school. You may need to start with simple steps at home. Start by walking into the bathroom. Add steps one at a time until he is using the toilet at home. Practice potty trips in different bathrooms. Use the bathroom in stores and other people's houses. Question 2. We thought we had a good toileting program for our daughter, but it isn't working. What are our next steps? Answer. There are a number of steps you may want to take. 1. Be sure there is not a medical reason. Talk with your daughter's doctor to see if she is constipated or to get ideas about changes in diet. 2. Look at your daughter's toileting schedule and make sure you are taking her when she is likely to urinate or have a bowel movement. 3. Think about changing rewards. Make sure your daughter likes the reward. It is often helpful to think about what type of reward you are using at least every 3 months, but you may have to do so more often. Question 3. I worked on toileting all weekend with my son, but we didn't make any progress. How long should the process take? Answer. Toileting takes a long time for many people. It helps to be relaxed and have patience. There isn't a deadline for toileting. Toilet training should be a small part of your life. You can take a break and try again when you have more energy or when your son seems ready. Remember that it can be hard to learn to go to the toilet. Practice toileting when it is a good time for you and your family. That way you will have the energy to work on this important skill over the long haul. Question 4. Our family has tried to help our son become toilet trained, but he is still wearing diapers. What should we do? Answer. It may be time to seek help from someone who has special training. There are physicians, psychologists, special educators, speech/language pathologists, behavioral analysts/specialists, and occupational therapists that can help children with ASD become toilet trained. These professionals may be able to help your family in intensive toilet training. This is a method that may work well for children diagnosed with ASD, but needs to be monitored by a professional. Remember that it can take a long time to learn this complicated and important skill.